Hello everyone, Klaus here, and today guys I'm not gonna review a Barnacle set, but in fact I'm gonna review not even a Lego set, but a Megabloks set. A Megabloks set from the Dragon's Universe team. So remember I've already reviewed you this guy, so for those who don't know, the Megabloks Dragon team was really a famous team and decided to reboot the brand in a more futuristic sci-fi way, in fact sci-fi universe. So I've already reviewed you this set, remember, and I've showed you on the back that you have all the sets of the not really the brand but of the team right here. So of course you got the three big spaceships, and you got all the dragons in the eggs, and on the sides here you got three little spaceship. I think I'm gonna call this spaceship, yes, for humans. So in this week guys I'm gonna review all of these three guys. So I could have done just one review for all the three guys, but it would have been a long review, and I have already some people complaining about the length of my review. So I'm going to do three separate video reviews, one for each little vehicles. And today we're gonna begin with the Eagle one, so this one. So here's the box you can see in your toy store. So I found that in a French toy store, but I think you can find this at True, for example, at Toys R Us, or maybe even Target or Walmart or stuff like that. We don't have this in France, but I guess you can find them here. So the box itself, as you can see, it's quite the same as the previous one, because it's got the same color scheme with some metallic color, some light blue color. So really something which will catch your eyes in the toy shelves. I have two sets, of course. Here you got the Dragon's Universe logo, then a little drawing of the set itself right here. Here you can see, of course, one interesting part is it is the set itself, because it's what we're gonna call the pod, in fact. The name, part list, set number, nothing very interesting. Four little image. So here you got the logo of the Alliance. So the Alliance, of course, is the good guys of Dragon's Universe. So the human, of course, well, the dragons are the bad guys, it seems, at least. Then you have a little image, a little picture of the guys on his spaceship. Then the guy itself, the guy, well, itself, well, it's a toy, not a person. And here's the pod. On the side, you got also the drawings here, so nothing really interesting. Same goes for the bottom part. Here you got a kind of a CGI view of the set itself, so with the guys not on the ship, as you can see. A spaceship, excuse me, not a ship, but a little vessel, more like a little vessel, yes. And then all the little set from the Dragon's Universe line, so all the three little guys and their counterparts in the dragon's side. So this means three little dragons with their eggs. And of course, for the one you don't got any eggs, but you got the pod. So I'm gonna show you the pod now. I'm gonna maybe show you the instruction first. So it's all on a large sheet of paper you're supposed to fold to put in the box. So well, 4 steps for the ship itself. Excuse me for the little light problem. The parts list, and here, which is nice, it's like the old school Dragons line. This means it's a little poster with all the guys in the army and all the dragons on this side, so the Predators and the Alliance on the other side. So one thing to know, which is quite important, is that there is just, in fact, 3 molds on the good guys. This means that not all these guys have different heads. In fact, there is just 3 types of heads which belong to their rank, in fact. So you got the trooper, and in this little set, what we got is just troopers. So the only difference will be on the insignia on their shoulder pads. So the trooper just got a simple helmet, as you can see. Then you got the captains, excuse me, which got a little antenna, as you can see on their helmet. So I've already shown you a captain on the which was in the big set, or at least the white spaceship. And finally you got the general, which got some kind of spines on their helmets. So that's to differentiate the different ranks. And well, on this set I have said you got on the little set you just have some troopers guy. Then of course some battle scene on the upper side of the poster. And now for the set itself. So yeah, first of all, of course, you got the pod, which I consider more like an extra than really a part of the set, because I think really Megabloks could have just sell the set, just the little vessel, just the spaceship itself. But no, they give you this little extra to have some kind of alternate for the eggs of the dragons, of course. So here's the pod. Of course, it's not as detailed as the Halo ODST pod that Megabloks released, because you may know that Megabloks got the Halo license, and they recently released the Halo ODST pod, but that was just in one set. In fact, the whole set is the pod itself. So of course, it's more detailed than this one, which is in fact just in two parts. So this part, which is light blue, and of course this is because the color scheme of the ship, or the light ship, is spaceship is light blue and white. But of course, on the other ship, this color will change. This color will not change on the on this part. Excuse me. Well, so here you got some details, kind of like your little stands, and some details right here, 4 studs right here, and also 2 kind of pinhole, one here and one here. Because in fact, if you open this, there is absolutely nothing. It's all empty, and I think it's quite a little problem, because I think it would have been cool if Megabloks just have put some studs right here to just at least put the guy in it in a standstill pose, because here you can just put the thing and it will of course move inside the pod. So here it is. Nothing really to show you more about this little pod part. Then we got the guy itself, so which is, I think, I don't know the name of this guy on this one, because it's not written on the box, so what you need. Okay, this one is Trooper Brutus, so yes, some Roman name at least, it seems. So here we go. So for those who have not seen my previous reviews about this guy, so I'm gonna show you. As you can see, the color scheme itself is kind of dark gray plus some touch of silver on the shoulder pad, and also some black. So kind of, for example, here you got the Alliance logo, and here you got this kind of little insignia, which will change on every guy. In fact, on every guy from the little set at least. And also some blue on the visor, on the guy's helmet visor, as you can see right here. Now for the articulation section, so you got like 3 articulation on the arms, so one right here, one for the shoulder, one for the elbow right here, which can turn a little more than 90 degrees, and the last one of course is for the hand, which can just turn, so rotation point. On the legs you got 2 points of articulation, so one here and one there, which cannot really turn at 90 degrees, but kind of. Then you got 1 articulation, 1 rotation point on the pelvis section. This means you can do stuff like that, like for example, making him run and looking on the other side. And yes, finally the head, which have of course just 1 point of articulation, and can look up quite hard because there is some because of the design of the armor. Of course, it's a kind of a space marine guy, and also you have to know that the space between the 2 legs is not just a space of 2 like the regular Lego minifig, but a space of 3 studs, as you can see. If I can to put him in 2 studs, you will see that this part are pendants. So there you go. And also finally you got an hole on the back to put the shield or the weapon, which I'm gonna show you right now. So really a nice, well done again design for this little space marine guy. So yeah, the shield itself, which is the same on every guy, maybe apart from the 3 guys on the biggest set, the red spaceship, which because the guys are orange, in fact, got some orange color. But here it's blue with the Alliance logos, you can see, so some interesting shape. We got a little handle right here, so I got some little mold problem with my handle, so it's quite hard to put him on this guy, but seriously that's the only problem I got with all my my sweet Megabloks sets. You can still put the shield on the hand, kind of like this. Finally, the weapon itself. Okay, well, it's kind of work. I know why it's felt off. More like that. And then yes, we got the weapon. So in two parts. First, you got this kind of translite stick. You're gonna punch it. It's in the weapon itself, which is in silver, a silver color, as you can see. And of course, you got two handles per weapon, so it's the same on the three different type of weapons, because again, there is just three different weapons on the human side. So two handles, which is quite hard to put the two hands on it. And also, one thing which is quite interesting is the little stand right here, but the little problem in fact is the handle is taller than the stand. This means that, for example, if I try to put him on the ground, the gun will point the ground and not like this, not right in front of the weapon, but directly on the ground, which is quite a problem, because it was quite a good idea, and well, it doesn't really work. In fact, they should have made some longer stand, I think. And here we go, the figure itself completed with a little shield and weapon, which look quite nice personally. Some people find it too cartoonish, but I quite like this aspect, kind of unrealistic with the little weapon like that. It kind of reminds me of some sci-fi comics and stuff like that, sci-fi comics books. So, well, I'm really, I think those guys in the weapon and shield are really lovely personally. So they're really nice and well done. Apart from some little problems and the fact that you can't really put the weapon in the two hands. In fact, the guy even if they have two handles. And well, that's all for the game. I'm gonna keep on before making a 50-minute long video review. So then you got of course talk about the little vessel or spaceship. So here's the main frame. This frame, you will see this frame in all three cells. The only difference will be the colors on this section. Here it's white because the color scheme is white and light blue. But so apart from that, it's always the same frame, which look quite a motorcycle, as you can see from the shape and the handles putting right here. Also notice the little translite ball putting right here. You can put it off, of course. It's directly molded into this big part. And well, we can divide this section, this frame, into 4 sections. In fact, the front one, the rear one right here, the side one, well, the side, and also the upper part. So in fact, the upper section right here. So 4 sections, which in fact will be different, because even if on the 3 sets, excuse me, we will put parts in here and there, it will be different parts. So that's why all of the ship will look different. So I think we're gonna begin with the upper part right here. So first of all, we're gonna put this little part. Well, this is the 2 parts. Gonna put this like that. Then we're gonna put, I think, these 2 parts. Or maybe I'm gonna, yes, we're gonna put this part, which are also some new molds. So in white, some piece right here. Also notice that there's a part to put this long trans blue stick, excuse me. So kind of like the one on the weapon, but in a longer one, in fact. And it's all like that, and of course you got 2 little points here. You're gonna use this to link that on this part. Second one, of course, on the 2 sides. Then we're gonna link maybe the side part, yes, thanks to this little slot brick. Again on the other side. Then we're gonna put some the kind of the engine reactor, stuff like that. So this one is made with 4 little cylinders, some light blue cylinder like this one, linked directly into this kind of part. I don't have the name right here, but here what it looks, and it looks pretty nice. Oh, it looks, excuse me. Yeah, link that. This section, and finally the front part, well, the front section at least, with the head, which of course seems to look like an eagle one, or at least a bird one. Quite cool. And of course we're gonna link this part thanks to this little section right here and this one here. which we're gonna put there. And it's all pretty well. And well, here you go, the little spaceship finished. So here's the spaceship, here is the guy itself. Oh, excuse me. And of course, you can pose this guy in different pose, even if it will take some time, of course, because of the weight of the weapon and stuff like that, but you can still do some nice pose with this guy. And the little pod, and here you have the set in his complete form. But of course, it will not be complete without putting the guy, in fact, on the ship, on the spaceship, excuse me. So we're gonna put off this part, turning his hand so he can take the handle. Like that. Oh yeah, I don't know, but here's a little insignia which is different from the other trooper's guy, in fact. I don't know if I have shown you this previously. So you can just look in front of him. And well, that's nearly done. Of course, at least, well, you should kind of supposed to put the shield on his back, but because of my little mold handle mold problem, it's quite hard. So I'm just gonna put this on the side of the shield, but again, it's quite up to you. But you will see that on you will see the shield on the back of the guy on the other sets, because I have no mold problem with my other little set. And the weapon on the side, and well, we are done. Here you got the guy on his little spaceship. Or little plane, or call this whatever you want, I don't really care. And well, that's all, guys. So I'm not really gonna do a little conclusion about this guy, because of course I will use the 3 guys, but well, in fact, it's really a pretty decent set because of the, first of all, the quality, because in France it costs like some like a 6 month. Well, we're gonna say that it costs like €7, so it's quite nice for the price to have a little guy plus his weapon and a shield, the spaceship itself, and the little pod. So it's really a complete set for this price, I think. And the ship itself is quite cool, or at least their ship are quite cool, because I'm not really a big fan of the Eagle. It's quite nice, I have to say, but not really my fave, in fact. I think it's between the two, because I think the Falcon, the red one, is the most original, and the Stallion, yes, the Stallion is the most original, and the Falcon is the most complete, in fact. So this one is kind of between the two, but of course you will see the two other ships in this week in other reviews. So, well, I think you will. I will make some conclusion in the final review about this 3 guy. But while it's still a nice ship, the color scheme looks pretty great, and it has some interesting parts like this jet reactor and stuff like that. So, well, in fact, it's quite up to you again. But that's all, I think. So hope you enjoyed this review, hope you enjoyed the set, and well, see you later for another Dragon's Universe video review, in fact, because this week I'm just gonna, oh well, no, yes, tomorrow you will have some Malum review, but Tuesday, I think it's, no, Wednesday, yes, Wednesday, you will have the second Dragon's Universe set, which will be the Falcon one. So, see you later, bye bye!